Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This video is going to be talking about whether or not we're going to be seeing Morgan Jones, Lennie James's character in The Walking Dead, return again after his second appearance on the series in episode 12 of season 3, Clear. Alright, so it's been, let's see, 28 episodes between Season 1, Episode 1 of The Walking Dead, when we first met Morgan Jones as a character. He provided exposition and explained to Rick essentially what kind of world he's woken up in, zombie apocalypse, and that the rules of the world have changed. After that, he sort of disappears as Rick goes off on his own to find his wife and son, eventually does, and then boom, time shift. 28 episodes later, we finally see him return as Rick goes back to look for guns in his hometown. Now, I thought personally that the whole Morgan return Clear episode was fantastic. I loved it. Thought it was one of the best episodes of The Walking Dead we've had. In terms of acting, oh man, that was some of the best acting we have seen in The Walking Dead, period. Some of the best acting I've ever seen. I thought it was great. From both Lennie James and Andrew Lincoln as Rick. They're both amazing actors, and they really definitely sold those performances. Just did a fantastic job. So, will we be seeing Morgan return again fairly soon? I think it's kind of hard to say. Now, some people have pointed out that on IMDb, if you check, he is listed for Welcome to the Tombs, which is the final episode for Season 3, the finale. So, possibly he may just show up. Now, here's the thing. Rick did tell him that he was staying at a prison. He told him that. But he didn't say which prison. He didn't really say where. He did, however, say that he was at Atlanta, and he kept getting pushed out and further away, and then eventually made his way to a prison. Also, on top of that, Morgan in the TV series seems to be tougher and more of a more self-reliant than the Morgan in the comic book series. The Morgan in the comic book series kind of felt, I don't want to say pathetic, but he felt kind of measly, as if he was just surviving just by, just gathering what he could and just being too afraid to leave. The Morgan in the TV series, I don't get that feeling from. I don't get the sense that he says he's weak and that they've inherited the earth because he's weak, but I didn't get the sense he was weak. He wasn't afraid to set up this whole frickin' booby-trapped obstacle course for zombies to come through and think of all these fantastic ideas with using rats in cages and all these things to make it easy to clear out all the walkers that come through. He's amassed this huge amount of arsenal of weapons, grenades, guns. I mean, tons of stuff, more than Rick's group has ever seen or used or had. He also is not afraid to confront survivors that pass through and tell them to put their weapons down and get the F out. So from my perspective, he does seem very self-reliant. He just seems like in his situation, having lost everything, having nobody after the zombie apocalypse to really, no other survivors that he has become attached to, aside from Rick, is behaving as a lot of people might, just surviving, not really going anywhere, doing anything, not having a purpose, losing a purpose in his life because his wife and son have turned and are seemingly gone for good. Even though maybe his son is still around somewhere, we just didn't see him. His wife, some people point out that that she may have had a little cameo in the cafe scene. I actually rewinded it to check it again, and it's not in fact his wife. It's just some random black lady. So, yeah, anyway, so that's that. So as a character, I think Morgan is very self-reliant, very independent, but he still, too, has sort of lost a purpose for his existence. He has no reason to be there. He has no real connection to anyone else aside from Rick, which at this point he just sort of regained that. At the beginning he did not. He didn't even recognize him as being Rick and didn't think thought he was seeing things, because maybe in the past he has seen things. He hasn't actually, like, he may have just hallucinated seeing Rick or other people that he's known in the past. So this time, actually, really being him, he doesn't believe it. He thinks it's one of these hallucinations or these types of things, which probably happened to him before being alone for so long. So I do think we can probably see Morgan return, in that he is an absolutely fascinating character. But I don't know if he'll ever become a mainstay, and I don't know if he will return for the season finale, even though he's listed on IMDb. Just because he's listed on there for the episode does not necessarily mean he's going to be in the episode. Sometimes listing like that can be unreliable, could have nothing to do with it. But I'll tell you, that would be really badass if he just showed up in the final episode and just started whooping some ass or something. Because he's a badass dude with all his weapons, with all his experience, and just the craziness and the viciousness, that he has. I mean, he would be a force to be reckoned with. He's one of those survivors, not like the people in Woodbury that have been taken care of all the time. He's one of those dudes like Merle, like Rick, like these characters that are really somebody you don't want to mess with. You don't want to meet them in a zombie apocalypse, not know them, and be at odds with them, that's for sure. So we'll see what happens with that, whether or not he'll return. I really hope he does. He is in he's got other projects going on. Right now he's filming Swelter, pretty sure, or that's going to be coming up pretty soon. He's going to be in that. Also, a TV series called Low Winter Sun, which was filmed in 2013. And I don't know if he could ever come on as the mainstay for The Walking Dead. I would love it if they included him and had him come back as like a full character and be there in every episode. That would be amazing, because he would just be so interesting to hear his perspective on things and what to do, and also just his whole ideology, his whole way of thinking in a zombie apocalypse, I think, is brilliant. Plus, the actor's amazing. So it would be great. So I hope that the IMDb listing is legit and he actually does come back for the finale. Because if he does, that would be amazing. And if not, I think it depends more on whether or not the actor has other projects he's working on or not. If he doesn't have projects he's working on, definitely I think that they could use him in The Walking Dead, and it would be fantastic to have him come back and be in the show again. Just permanently, like just bring him in and have him be a mainstay character and stay in for a couple seasons, and maybe either kill him out or something, or have him kill himself or whatever, but bring him back in and use him. If he's not, got other projects going on, I'd love to see him come back. It's just as like a permanent character, because that would be awesome. It makes the story feel like fully congruent, because you have him in the beginning, and then if he came back now, it would just be awesome. So definitely enjoyed Clear. Hope he does come back for Welcome to the Tombs. If it's not true, hopefully sometime in Season 4, I think he'll come back as a character. Plus, I mean, for the actor, it's already set up. It's money. Take the money. Why not? I mean, actors are in and out of projects all the time. They're not always doing one show or one movie. They've got downtime. So they do have time to be able to do things like that. So hopefully we'll see him pretty soon. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the topic and whether or not we'll see Morgan Jones's character again. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. Loved Clear. Hope he comes back again. And I think he will. I don't think he's gone for good. I think he'll just show up somewhere, and Rick will he'll go on like a search for Rick, because he's got nothing else anyway. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, saying peace.